Hey, crafty friends, it's Andrea from Prairie Sky DIY, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Manitoba, Canada. We are going to do a little bit of easy watercoloring with Chnaging Leaves. I've got a piece of basic white that's 4 by 5 1/4, a tent fold basic black piece with our basic white piece already inside with the leaf stamped. I am going to be using the maple leaf and a whole bunch of colors, crushed curry, pumpkin pie, mango melody, Cajun craze, shaded spruce, and cherry cobbler. I've got a water bottle off to the side, and we're just going to randomly color onto our block. I love watercolor. I especially love easy watercolor. And the markers are water-based, so you don't have to worry about how long it's going to take you, and you don't need to worry about perfect placement. You don't need the colors to touch, because when you go to spray it, the water is going to pool. Do mango up here, a little bit of mango down there, and then fill in a little bit here with Cajun craze. Some Cajun craze here. And then I'm going to do a little bit more shaded spruce. I think we need to have just the tiniest little bit more kind of on the edge. All right. Now I'm going to move this off to the side, but you can see that it is fully covered in ink. I'm just going to move it off to the side to spray so I don't get water all over my desk. And you can see that the ink has now pooled, and I find it easier to do it this way. We're just going to lay it and then just kind of let the colors come together and pool. Give it a little bit of a wiggle jiggle if you want to. Just make sure that everybody's there and nicely settled. You can let it dry, or you can just go ahead and dab a little bit. And then I'm just going to grab my heat tool. And of course there's a craft lunch. And now we're just going to let it dry. You could let this air dry, but in the interest of time saving, you could also do this on watercolor paper. I just used basic white regular. And then flip it over. And you can see that the paper is curling. So to me, that's always a sign that it's drying. And then if you flip it back over and dry the other side, it will start to uncurl as well. There we go. All right. So not perfectly uncurled, but it's fine. That's what adhesive was meant for. Oh, shoot. I guess when my heat tool fell, I lost the little hangy part. I'll need to find those because I use them all the time. Okay. I'm going to give this guy a wipe. So if your paper is curled and you want to weight a little bit, you can weigh it down with your block. I'm just going to move ahead because that's what I do. And then we're just going to grab our stamp, put it on our block, grab our early espresso, and I think I'm going to do a couple of leaves. I was only going to do one. But I think this design, or this calls for a couple. Anyway, that's what's speaking to me at the moment. Oops. Your design can change midstream. In my craft room, it usually does. All right, so there's our inking done. I'm actually going to leave that open for a second, but I'm going to have another Craft-A-Lunch in here. I'm going to do a little bit more adhesive than I normally do, just because this is a wet application and the paper has curled a little bit. All right, and then kind of aim for center, give it a press down. And then if it does lift up or if it does curl at the edge, you can always place something heavy on top of it just to be just that little bit of extra sure that it's not going to curl in the envelope. You're amazing. A little note to brighten your day is what I want to use. And stamp, tap, 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 and then stamp, stamp, stamp. Okay. Actually, this is the first time I've used this, so I do want to make sure that I'm going to get a clean impression. There we go. Stick these guys back into the case. I'll give them a wash after the video. And we're just going to quickly take your pick tool that I forgot to grab before I started. Now we're just going to add a few little rhinestones just to give it a little bling and sparkle. And there is our super easy, super quick watercolor card. You can use any color that you want. You could use markers or ink pads. Just have some fun with it and play. As always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe below so you're notified every single time brand new crafting videos are posted. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.